Hello, Gemini. This is Summer from Tarot by Summer, and I'm here to do a general reading for you guys for the month of June. Welcome to the YouTube channel, and thank you so very much for your support. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate each and every one of you. Before we go any further, please do me a huge favor and like this video. Go ahead and subscribe as well. It will help to keep us connected, and it will help people to find me much faster. Okay, you can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram. You can find that information right below this video. Okay, so now we're going to get started, Gemini. I said a prayer and I meditated over your reading, and I pulled two cards for the central energy, what is at the heart of the matter. And well, actually I wanted one card, but two came out. You've got the Five of Rods, which is the Five of Wands, and the Two of Swords right here at the heart of the matter. This is showing me that the month of brings some conflict with your home life, with your job or your business, with friends, with someone around you. And it's making it difficult for you. It will make it difficult for you to see the truth about whatever this is you're going through. To see the truth about whatever this battle entails. To be honest with yourself about something that needs to be done, or to be honest with yourself about your opinions of it, maybe other people's opinions as well. To be honest with the situation at hand. It feels like some sort of truth is trying to come out, or will try to come out during some sort of dispute, and you need to pay attention to it. Don't turn your back on it. This is what I'm getting. That's for somebody. Somebody needs to face this. This can also be an inner battle that you need to face from varying opinions around you of other people that cause an upheaval from within. Some of you guys need to walk away from this situation. Just, you know what? Kind of ignore it. Ignore drama. Walk away from it. Interesting. By the way, Gemini, happy birthday for you guys. Happy birthday, Gemini. I hope you guys are enjoying your birthday. Your birthday season. I'm going to pull a few more cards and see what the surrounding energies are. Also, the life coaching is coming up. As I'm doing this reading, I'm preparing to launch the life coaching end of business for the first weekend in May. So you want to be on the lookout for that. And following me on Facebook and Instagram will help you to stay connected, get the details, because I will be communicating a bit more often on those platforms than YouTube. So you'll be able to have a bit more interaction with me. Moving forward, these readings will focus more on what to do next. The next stages or the next steps after your discovery, your self-discovery, discovery of a situation that you're in, maybe even discovery of something within your past, and helping you to make those changes if you need to make some changes in your life. If you need transformation in your life. Oftentimes, people get readings to find out information, to clarify something that they're already feeling or thinking, or to discover something that is totally unknown because they're just curious and don't really know. Recent past. Spirit, give me one card for Gemini's foundation. And when we get these readings, we find out the information that we're looking for or curious about, and have trouble moving on to the next steps after getting the information. Have trouble applying what you've learned to making those moves, to transforming, to change your life in some way, change your situation in some way. In a nutshell, we get stuck in a rut and don't know how to move forward. And I'm here to help people with that, help as many people as I possibly can. Now will be a perfect time for change, We're in the middle of the year. Change can be a little scary, but it can also be very, very healthy. Okay, your energy's a little stiff with this shuffling these cards. The cards are not popping out. They're not interesting. Okay. Let me just pull one for you. I like to let the cards come out naturally, but they're not happening right now. So we want to see. The communication is a little stiff, a little reluctant. I'm going to pull one. This one. Seven of Pentacles, okay? Spirit, give me one card for what's on Gemini's mind and their connection with spirit. This one. Eight of Cups. What is in the near future for Gemini? This one. Two came out. And at the bottom of the deck, you have Four of Pentacles. In the near past, you have King of Swords. At your foundation, you have Seven of Pentacles. Center, heart of the matter, Five of Rods or Five of Wands and Two of Swords. What's on your mind and your connection to spirit is Eight of Cups. Near future, you have the Strength card and the Queen of Rods or the Queen of Wands. The card here on the bottom of the deck represents something that's hidden, or something that you're hiding subconsciously or consciously, or some information that is underlying that maybe you don't see coming yet. You don't quite know that it's there, but it's like an energy that's like right around the corner. And it is connected to the heart of the matter. So you've got the Four of Pentacles here. You be holding back, pardon me, holding on to some moves that you're making, holding on to your money, holding on to your assets, things that are tangible, maybe even holding on to your feelings about a situation, hiding it from others. And in this particular deck, this Four of Pentacles person is hiding the money, hiding the stash, hiding your fortune, hiding what you work for, and preparing to bury it. It looks like this person wants to bury it, or is trying to find like a safe place for this. And the loved ones are watching. The loved ones are watching, wondering, what is Gemini doing? Gemini's not sharing with us. We're in need. We're here. Gemini is holding out on us. Not only do you have this money that you're holding on to, that you're hiding, not sharing with the loved ones here, or with people around you, or maybe even business partners, something that you're not sharing. You're dragging a load behind you. You're dragging a load of wood, sawed wood, logs. So it's like baggage. And it's weighing you down. It feels like there's some sort of fight or disagreement between hidden money, hidden treasure, hidden wealth, hidden assets, and your family members. There's like some kind of power struggle here. Power struggle to maybe divide the money, or someone's trying to take this through negotiation, through coercion. Debating on what to do with the money, but you don't quite want to see it. You want to ignore it, or you're turning your back on it, or whatever. You don't really want to see this. You don't want the drama. You're not ready to deal with it. Here at your foundation, but let's go to the near past first. Near past. You made some sort of decision, okay? With the King of Swords, this is about logic, good judgment, making sound, mature decisions based upon your assessment and strategic moves. Well, making a decision first, and then planning strategic moves, and that's what you did here. That's what you've done here. Planning your moves, looking at what you've done, looking at a situation, assessing an entire situation, seeing the whole picture before it actually comes, and you knowing that you need to move swiftly, that you need to do this, whatever move you need to make, it needs to be carefully planned. You had the upper hand here because you saw something coming, saw something happening before it got here, before it got, before it manifested, you could see it. And you were putting your pieces on the board. You were strategizing on the board here. You're working it out so that you can have the outcome can be in your favor. This could also be mean for the good of all, for those around you as well. It could even be like a legal matter that's going on here between you and some family members, and and what to do with assets, what to do with, it could be in a relationship, what to do between you and family members. It could be siblings for some. It's going to vary according to whoever's watching, according to the person. Here in your foundation, you planted some seeds. Here it's like looking for somewhere to put the money, looking for somewhere, sort of playing it low, being under the radar. This is what I'm getting from this. Making movements under the radar so that, you're incognito, and people don't really see you moving, but then again, they do see you. They do see your movements. They just don't know exactly what you're doing. Here, you found some place. It's like you found some place to plant your seeds. Some place that somebody doesn't know about. It's like you unpack. You planted the seeds, you're waiting for them to harvest, you're waiting for your investments to grow with whatever this asset means, whatever this means to you. It can be money, it can be other assets that can be traded or liquidated in some way. It can be, for somebody, it's like planting your seeds to get like a new job, to change careers, do something totally different than what you've done before in the past, but you have to kind of keep it to yourself. You got to kind of hold back and strategize on how you're going to do it. That message is for somebody, because you know that your movement create drama. And that's something that you don't want. You don't want any parts of the drama. You don't want to argue. There's change taking place here. This is about stability. Gemini, I feel like you've been planting your seeds elsewhere, planting your seeds outside of whatever this situation is and not telling someone. That's somebody's story. Doing something kind of on the sly, strategizing. Here on your mind, and it's growing. Whatever it is you're doing, it's coming to fruition, it's growing. Hear what's on your mind, and your connection with spirit is like praying or meditating on a situation that you're in, that you need to walk away from. And for many of you, it's about a relationship. It's about something that's taking place in the background, some hurt, some pain that you're walking away from. This can be a romantic relationship between you and a partner, you and a spouse. It can be a relationship between you and a friend, a relationship with a family member that you feel like you need to walk away from. Something that hurts you, or something that you are maturing from because it no longer serves you, it's no longer healthy for you, or you're just outgrowing it. But here, this lady, this person looks like they're in pain. This person has a knapsack on their back. And it's ironic because both of these cards, this person is carrying, this card and this card, they're carrying you're pulling baggage with you. And it's like, it feels like you've been reaching out to God, to Source, to the spirit realm for some guidance along your journey, for some comfort along your journey, for some clarity, for some answers on what to do with that pain, how to deal with that pain, because you strategized on how to make these moves physically, but it's like you need that extra comfort to heal from this pain as you walk away from something, as you leave something behind. This can also be the old you that you're walking away from, and maybe some things that you dealt with in the past that's not good from you. So it's like, I leave the old me behind, I leave mistakes behind, I leave old experiences behind, and I rid myself of these things. I give myself permission to move on. And it's like God or spirit or angel ancestors, I need some guidance with this. I need some emotional support with this. For some of you, this is definitely dealing with the relationship. Now, in the immediate future, the Strength card and the Queen of Wands. This is you having the courage to step into your power and become whatever this is you want to become. How you want to express yourself. And it is something of passion. Maybe it's an endeavor that you've been wanting to do for a long time, and just kind of keeping it to yourself, not really sharing it with a lot of people because you knew that they wouldn't understand, Maybe someone wants to become an actor or an actress or an entrepreneur, open their own business, go into sales or something like that for commission. This is what I'm getting for somebody. Do something with sales. Maybe walk away from a job that they once had. Total change of a career, but you know that it would be like a huge change that even scare somebody in your life. Pardon me, make them uncomfortable because they're used to certain things with you, Gemini. I don't know who this is I'm tapping into, but yeah, somebody wants to make a career move that other family members or business partners are not in agreement with, and it's going to take courage to you to make this move. Some of you, this is about partnership with business of some sort. And maybe you want to break away and go solo, but you had to make some strategic, maybe even legal moves to do so, to kind of sever ties in some kind of partnership or business, and you want to go solo. The Queen of Wands is isn't a single card, but pertaining to business, she can stand on her own. She's an entrepreneur. She's a go-getter. She's a mover and shaker. Very, charismatic and friendly and sexy and attractive, filled with fire. And I feel like you want to follow something that gives you more passion. The one major arcana card that is in this deck right here, in this reading, is the Strength card. And it's coming up in the near future. So the energy is here. And I love this energy right here because it shows me that the major change that is taking place, you're preparing for it, okay? And you know that it's going to take strength and courage and a certain level of tenacity and focus, leadership focus, leadership of yourself so that you can lead others in some way. You know that that's coming, so it's like you're preparing here, and it's painful. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards where you are facing away from people, facing away from others in your life. You're kind of walking away from them, facing, going in the opposite direction of whatever the circumstance is or circumstances are. If you need to make some changes in your life, this is a great time to do it. And it looks like you're already, Gemini, it looks like you're already in the process of making these changes. You also have the support coming up in your life or someone of influence that can help you along your process, whatever this is for you. Maybe someone who's a fire sign or Leo in particular. And this is great. This is really, really good. You're coming into some power here. This is a very powerful energy. I love it. Let's clarify some cards here. I like this energy. Okay. Spirit, what is Gemini walking away from? Give me 2 cards. In this card, with the Queen of Wands, you've turned around and looked back. You turned around and looked back at the situation. And I feel like you want to express what you've done, express your plans, express your movements after you've reached a certain point, which is why you don't want to discuss it now, which is why you're trying to keep things to yourself and under wraps now, because it's like you want to wait until you get to a certain point because it's like, you know what? I don't want to jinx this. I'm going to keep this to myself. No matter how much they try to badger me, no matter how much they try to hound me to get the truth out of me, to get me to tell them what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. That won't be like a good energy. That won't be good for me. It'll distract me. It'll even jinx me. Let me wait until I can manifest it and look back and tell people, explain people what I'm doing, where I'm going, why I did things the way I did them. Maybe even share with them, success. But right now I gotta keep it to myself. This is walking away from a relationship, some kind of relationship, some kind of partnership. Two of Cups in reverse. It came out like this, and it's pointing more down. You're breaking up with somebody, or you're thinking about it, or you're thinking about it. You're thinking about it, or maybe this month you'll be thinking about it, or you will be contemplating it, maybe praying on it a bit. Should I do this? Should I just keep putting ducks in a row and moving forward? God help me with this. Spirits, angels, ancestors, work with me, walk with me. Either you don't love someone anymore, or you want out of some kind of partnership. Could even be business, like I was saying. Or they don't want it anymore. You know that you have to move on. You know how you have to save up, get yourself together, plant seeds elsewhere and wait for them to harvest. You want to go back and harvest your crops. And that's maybe where some planning was coming here. Spirit, give me a card for the Two of Swords. Two cards. Three of Swords in reverse. And the Chariot in reverse. This is definitely about a relationship. With these cards here, this is 9 times out of 10, it's about a relationship. And you're heartbroken. You wanna come out of this, out of this pain, out of this emotional pain. So you're turning your back on it and ignoring the fighting here, because that's what this is about. It's like I don't want to do this anymore. I want the pain to end. I want to heal. I want to move on. I want to become the best of me. I have the courage to move on. I want to be, make myself beautiful and attractive again. I want to feel confident again the way that I used to. I'm worthy. I'm worthy of this. I'm worthy of better. But there's a part of me that's hesitant. I'm ready to move forward. God knows I am. I'm ready to do this. But maybe you have to tie up a few more things, tie up some loose ends before you can move successfully forward. Because the Chariot is in reverse, so it's like stagnation, not being able to move, or being reluctant to move because you're still holding on, but the opportunity's there. You want the pain to go away, and you're in the process. You will be in the process of doing some healing, okay? But there's still a stagnation. There's still a hesitancy here. For some of you, you want to move on, but someone around you doesn't want you to move on. They try to stand in your way. Like, nope, and that's where the Five of Wands comes. Let's work this out. Let's negotiate. Let's talk about it. Let's hash out these problems, these issues between us. You have a family here, or you have this life with me, or you have this business with me. We're business partners. It's going to mean different things for different people, so I'm trying to generalize it a bit more. We gotta fight for this. Stay in this. Hold on. Wait a minute. Don't be so fast to walk away from this. And you be tempted to ignore the obvious. But if you want change, Gemini, the energy is here for you to do that. The energy is here for you to get what you want. The energy is here for you to get what you want. You know? It's up to you. What next? What are you going to do next? What are the next moves? What are the next steps? And I'm looking at this card here because I wanted a little more clarity over here. You've got perception. And this is about healing of the heart and the way you see things. Again, these two cards are looking back at the situation. Once you step away from the situation, you'll be able to have a clearer perception of what is taking place here, what is happening here. Destiny is at the bottom. You're destined for greatness. You're destined to do a lot more than what you have done. You're destined to become more, do more, have more happiness, succeed beyond other people's thoughts of you, beyond other people's thoughts of what you can do or what you should be. You're going to have to follow your passion, follow your dreams, follow your heart. You're going to have to follow your heart on this. How do you perceive yourself? How do you perceive the situation? What do you think of yourself? Do you think that you are able to have more? Do you think that you are able to have better? Do you think, what is your self-talk like? How do you talk to yourself? What conversations do you have with yourself when you're alone? How do you see yourself? And it's so important to sit and evaluate those things, to sit and think about those things. What do you see the future like for you? How do you perceive it? This is green. This is the heart chakra energy. The lion rules the heart. Leos rule the heart. The heart. Here, destiny, this is about spirit. You seeking guidance, you seeking wisdom, you seeking help from above so that you can follow your dreams, follow your purpose in life. and move away from something that's not healthy for you, that's no longer good for you, so that you can fulfill your destiny. If you need to talk with someone about whatever this pain is that you're going through in your circumstances, do that. Consult with someone. Get some help, to help you to heal and to help guide you in some way. If you need to turn to spirit, or if you need some therapy, whatever the case is, a consultant, some kind of coach, someone who can help you through some things. If you want to talk to me, you can, These two people here are coming to terms with who they are becoming. They are humbling to their life purpose. They are humbling themselves to their destiny. To someone or spirit that is wiser than them. Surrendering. Okay, you know what? I surrender. I humble myself to follow life's purpose, because it's time. It's time. I can no longer do things exactly the way that I did them in the past, because they didn't work. I'm ready to be spirit led into destiny. I'm ready for this. I'm ready to be guided toward destiny, because I know that I am bound for greatness. I know that there's something inside of me that needs and deserves more, and it can also give more, contribute more to something else, someone else, or something else. But this is about how you see yourself and how you see your life as it's been playing out up until now. You taking a moment to stop and look at what you've come from, what you've accomplished, where you've been, how you got to this point, so you can move forward, so that you'll know where you're going. Spirit, what other messages do you have for Gemini as I close out this reading? Surrender to what is. Surrender to what is. Flow with what is instead of fighting it. I love it. When you can't change a situation, compassionately accepting it exactly as it is will bring you peace. I'll read that again. Flow with what is instead of fighting it. When you can't change a situation, compassionately accepting it exactly as it is will bring you peace. You can't change a situation, and you know it. And I feel like you are changing. You're in the midst of changing the things that you can change in your life. You can change you. You can't change what other people do. You can't change all of your circumstances, the movements that other people can make, but you can change you. You can change how you respond to them. You can change how you take control on your end and map out your own destiny. Map out your own destiny and not let, your experiences define who you are or who you will become. I know this is painful. There's something painful that you're going through. Let this go if you need to let that go. You know, talk about it, squash circumstances, have your discussions, but you continue persevering. That's what the strength card is for. Perseverance. Turn this chariot around and keep it moving. Move on to bigger and better. You can do it. Okay, Gemini, this is all that I have for now. Once again, I will have life coaching information updated on these videos, okay, by the end of this week, the end of the first weekend, during the weekend, first weekend, it should be up and running, and you'll be able to find that information as well on Instagram, and if you follow me on Facebook, if that's something you'd like to do, okay, so you'll be able to find that in 3 places roughly. All right, the website link is right below this video as well, so I hope to see you guys soon. I should be back around the middle of them to do some more readings for you, okay? Take care. Bye-bye. Love you.